Assalamu alaikum friends. In this short video, we shall see how to display the material master data with respect to the materials management module. So the relevant T code is MM03. So when we call this T code, the system asks us for the material code. So we can look for the material code by this clicking this icon or using F4 if we don't have the material code. So for example, if I want to search for bike and black, so I just find it. So these are the master records available for the black bike. So let's call any one of them, the first one, second one of them. So the code is copied here. We call it, press enter. The system asks us for the views. So recall that we discussed that in the materials management module, we are interested right now for the purpose of the scope of the course. We are interested actually in 5 different views. That is the basic data 1, the purchasing view, the accounting 1 view, and the plant stock view. So basic data 1, the other views, let's call general plant data storage 1, accounting 1, and plant stock. So that's the plant stock. There's one more view which we are interested in, that is the purchasing view, but it is not available for this particular material because this material is a finished goods, and since the company organization we are working on is not buying this, that's why the purchasing view is not available. So we call it, and the system asks the first for the plant. So our plant is Dallas, so DL00 the plant. We keep the other fields blank and thus we call the master data. So the first thing we see is the basic data, the view that we selected. So there are all the other views which are actually available on this different tabs, but the system will automatically take us only to the views that we have selected. So we can see some of the data: basic unit of measure, what is the material group, what is the division, and what is the gross weight, net weight, and volume. So these are few general data items over here. Then we press enter, the system takes us to the second selected view, which was plant data storage 1. So there is nothing important over here, although there is minimum storage period and minimum remaining shelf life. So there's some data about the shelf life here, which is not populated, but it can be used in case there is a need to use it. Then we press enter, the system takes us to the next selected view, which is accounting 1. So here we see some important pieces of data, for example, the valuation class. So valuation class is actually something which links the material with the general ledger. So if we call the details of this valuation class, then this 7920 actually corresponds to finished goods. It means this product, since it is a finished product, so it will eventually be recorded as a finished goods in the general ledger. So there is no direct relationship between the materials management material master and the general ledger. So you cannot say that this 7920 is a GL account. So there are different tables which are interlinked. So this actually links indirectly to the GL account. Then the currency, and then also you see the available stock on this particular plant. Keep in mind that this is the description and this is the Dallas plant. We are actually displaying this material for this particular plant. So this is the total available stock for this plant at this particular plant. So 250 units of this bike are available, and this is the standard price. So multiply this by the quantity, we get the total value. This is also important price indicator, price control. They have two options over here. One is the standard price and one is the moving average price. So if the product is being costed at the standard price, then it is marked as S, and if it is being costed at the moving average price, it is marked as V. And there is a possibility of valuing at first in, first out, or last in, first out, but that has to be taken care of in the accounting 2 view, which is outside the scope of this description. So this is the accounting view, few pieces of information. The division BI is actually the segmentation of the material from the sales and distribution module. So when we will see the material master data in the sales and distribution module, we shall discuss it. Pressing enter, the system takes us to the next available view, next selected view. So here we see the detail of the stock, the total stock available at the plant, how much of it is unrestricted, how much it is reserved, how much it is in quality inspection, how much it is blocked. So we can see the distribution of stock available at plant in terms of its different categories. So now let's go back and now call some material which we actually purchase. So OHMT 1000 is a material. This is a helmet which we purchase. We don't manufacture, so call just the basic data one view and purchasing view. So we can see the purchasing view over here because this is something that we purchase. We do not manufacture it. So let's call the accounting one view, the plant stock view. So plant stock view. So these four views are important. So I selected it. Again, the plant I want now is the Miami plant. MI00 and I press enter. So the basic data one says the division is AS corresponds to actually accessories. So BI corresponds to bikes and 00 corresponds to cross division. So there may be some product which is listed in the cross division, which is being sold in both the divisions. So you can conceptualize division. We will discuss details in the sales and distribution module in terms of product lines. So this is some general data, gross weight, net weight, volume. Going on to the next available view, which was the purchasing view. So in the purchasing view, you see the basic unit of measure in the purchasing group. So this is the concept that we discussed in the theory part. You can see the video on the theory part on the screen, and there are some other important pieces of data which are not relevant in the scope of this course. Is again the material group, a grouping of materials from some perspective. Accounting one view says this is to be linked with the valuation class 3100, which actually corresponds to trading goods. So this is not a finished good. So eventually it will be linked indirectly through this valuation class to the general ledger account. And the available stock of this particular material product is 31 units, and the price control is B. It means it is being valued at the moving average price, and you have the moving average price also. So you multiply this price by the available quantity, you get the inventory value. And lastly, the plant stock says that all the 31 units are actually unrestricted stock. So this is how we make sense of the selected views in material master data. Hope it serves some clarity. Thank you.